who was feeling the effects of his frisky early pace. In the Zambezi man competition, local Ben Burr, number 50, had taken the overall lead and was ahead by almost 3 minutes. For the rest of the athletes further back, there were personal bests up for grabs, and if not that, then just pride to run for. In the women's race, Nia Koshiro was now definitely losing ground to a charging Chiesa. While the minor placings in the men's race were still very much up for grabs, Point Chaza in 6th working hard, with 4th and 5th within eye-shot. Leonard Koki and Sipho Ngube fighting it out, but thus pulling away. And Michael Ngaseke feeling the effects of his fast start, slowing down but relatively safe in 3rd, if he could limit the damage. Up front though, Chingadia had had enough, and with less than 4 kilometers to go, he decided to make a run for it. His surge was impressive and left his younger compatriot without an answer. Sabanda had been dropped. At the last water point, he had a good 10-second lead and was looking good to stretch it out even more. The 29-year-old Sabanda just did not have it in his legs, and perhaps he too was paying the price for running a little too hard in the first half. While Ngaseke at 3rd tied up, but he was almost 4 minutes behind the leaders and still losing ground. At the line, it was a triumphant Tapiwa Chingadia who broke the tape in 2 hours, 21 minutes and 8 seconds, just outside the record, while Sabanda was 34 seconds behind in the runners-up spot. A tired but happy Ngaseke took 3rd. And 4th place Sipho Ngube got great applause for his 4th place in 2 hours and 26 minutes.
The route was almost average. It was not too much hard, it was not easy. But there was some hill and downslope. It was almost average. I was thinking of going to run to City, but I decided to cancel to come to Victoria Falls to watch this falls. I just want to thank the sponsors. Let them keep the fire burning for next year again. We'll be here again supporting them.
After 32 kilometers in the women's race, disaster had struck for Catherine Nyakoshira and a massive cramp had stopped her in her tracks. That paved the way for Chietza Chikori to storm past and take the lead. The lanky 32-year-old then ran strongly to the finish line and clocked a good 2 hours, 55 minutes and 3 seconds. Still, Catherine's problems weren't over, and she was so racked by cramp that her 2nd place was also going to come under fire. Luckily for her, she was able to hold off, but eventually ended up more than 12 minutes behind the women's winner. Tawapo Biri was just 55 seconds behind her.
Yeah, the race was tough for me today because there was a big competition against my friends. I know that I win the race at 32 kilometers because I was in front, but before that I was 2nd. So I was not feeling that maybe I'm going to win the race or I'm not going to win the race. Because it's my first time to run Victoria Falls full marathon.
The top 5 all got in under the 2:30 mark and a clean sweep for the host nation in the men's section. Slowish times, but a top 5 sweep for Zimbabwe in the women's section too. In the Zambezi man competition, Hull Bailey led the marathon for a long stretch, but it was eventually Ben Burr and Harare Athletic Club Stuart Gemmell who finished first, giving Burr the overall win. Kerry Lang's 3:55 brought her home first and elevated her to 6th overall. The Paul Irinesh was 4th after a 3:58, but Scott McMillan summed it up best.
Nearly there.
Not bad for 2 women with 6 kids between them, eh?
Be the last person again.
Still strong.
And take lots of colds and beesies, eh?
Yeah.
Come on.
2 guys.
Do it.
Nearly there. Well done.
The Zambezi man results for the marathon. A fine run by Ben Burr, Stuart Gemmell just 1 second further back. Kerry Bell led the way ahead of Annika Thompson by 29 minutes.
As the organizer of the Zambezi Man event, which basically incorporated some of our core product, absolutely awesome. This year we had double the number of what we had last year. So we're looking forward to future growth in this event. It's great that this event went off with success this year. All the participants raved about it. They were obviously, some of them quite upset with me because the course wasn't easy, but that's what it's all about. It's Zambezi Man, and we want it to be hard. and enjoyable at the same time. So come out and support us.
Hello ladies, how's it going? Fantastic, thank you. This is great. Thank you very much. Thanks. So far so good. It's getting pretty hot now. We just have some Impala getting chased.
To come in and join in the Econet Marathon.
For the American Robert Fay, who had run marathons in all 50 states in America and 6 of the 7 continents, he kept the best for last.
It was a challenge I started about 8 years ago, and I'll be 72 in November, so I thought I better do it while I still could. Actually, it's a pretty reasonable race. The part of the marathon I enjoyed the most was right at the beginning when I crossed the bridge from Zimbabwe to Zambia and could see the falls right there, an awesome sight. About the marathon, it's very well organized, very well marked, very well supported. I'm glad I came.
The veterans are over 40 results and another clean sweep for Zimbabwe in the men's section, but Candice Lamb from South Africa got 1 win for the neighbours. And in the half marathon, Cuthbert Utete from Zimbabwe and Paolo Balabio from Italy took top honours with reasonable times for veterans. Econet is the major mobile communications supplier in Zimbabwe and offers high-quality services. It's one of the key drivers of the rebirth of the Zimbabwe economy and tourism.
Econet is the largest or leading mobile operator. I just feel very happy to be the major sponsor for the Econet Victoria Falls Marathon. It has been great. As Econet, we feel very much happy that the Zimbabweans won. It's part of our initiative to promote sport, and to me that's great. It's a good opportunity for us to promote Zimbabwe, to promote Victoria Falls, and to promote our country. I ran the 21 marathon, that's a half marathon. It was arduous, but what I learned is that it's always good to start and finish. And indeed I finished, and I feel that I was part of the thunder.
For the hamlet of Victoria Falls, this is a large financial windfall.
Please keep coming to Victoria Falls. I hope next year Econet and other sponsors are going to do the same thing so that we keep on having this magnificent event here in Victoria Falls.
The mayor wholeheartedly supported the race and also received a gold medal.
Zimbabwe Big Falls Marathon.
The Zambezi man victory list, and it was Ben Burr in first in a time of 9 hours, 46 minutes and 48 seconds. The first woman home was Annika Thompson, just over 12 and a half hours. Once all the exertion was truly over, the fun began.
Well, our involvement, we initiated this event in 2006 with our partners here, which is Wild Horizons and Adventure Zone. And we motivated, marketed, and as you can see, operated. And basically the whole idea is to bring people back to Zimbabwe and to Victoria Falls in particular. I think the sort of rebirth of Zimbabwe, or the bounce back of Zimbabwe, is a tribute to the economy. Things are looking better, people are more positive. Things are happening here, a lot of good things which are probably not publicized, and it's filtering through to tourism and athletics and everything. It's actually very good. Yeah, obviously after running this amazing route, you need to get a bit of a rest, and this is the best place to do it. I'm on the Zambezi River, wild animals, sunset, cold beers, what can one say? This is the best place to recover and relax after a marathon.
More than 160 people went on the official boat cruise that evening, and about 300 met at the boat club for the after party.
Vic Falls was actually on my bucket list because I'd never been before, and was chatting to a few of my girlfriends who actually ran, and we just decided, you know what, why don't we come see Vic Falls, make it a touristy fun time, a lot of girls together, and let them run the marathon. So we all had a ball, and we'll definitely be back next year, and we're going to double the group.
Ja, ek het die halfmarathon gehardloop en ja, ek sal dit aanbeveel vir enigiemand om te kom doen. Ja.
It's awesome. It's spectacular. The route itself is it's nothing you can copy in Johannesburg.
Very well, because I only have the opportunity to train 1 month for the half